Hello, scholars. I'm Chauncey Joyce, and I'm here today with Rachel Lukey. Are you ready to get started, Rachel?
Yes, good morning.
What industry do you work in, and how many years have you worked in the industry?
Post grad, I've been working in the banking industry within risk management, and it's been a little over a year now.
Great. What's most unique and exciting about this industry?
What's most unique and exciting is the amount of the wide range of opportunities. When I was still in school, I kind of focused on just I got insurance related experience, but I didn't even understand like the wide range of experiences outside of that. And within the banking industry, there's different risk types. So there's a lot to learn, and it's awesome because you you use the same skills. The skills are transferable in identifying, monitoring, managing risk, but each risk type is very different. So a lot of diverse areas to work in and learn in.
Interesting. What is your current title, role, and company of employment?
My current title is a risk leadership program participant. Currently, I'm in a treasury rotation, so I'm training to be a treasury analyst, and I work at Fifth Third Bank.
Oh, that's really cool. Can you provide a brief description of your current role?
Yeah, so the Risk Leadership Program participant is a 20-month program where participants complete two 6-month rotations and two 4-month rotations. It's designed to provide a foundational, solid understanding in operational, credit, and compliance. I'm currently rotating in the treasury risk and this risk contains liquidity, price, and interest rate. And right now, as an analyst, I'm doing some of the tasks that the other analysts perform, but I conduct like weekly dashboards that help us understand our funding at Fifth Third Bank, and we look at mortgage servicing rights and how we hedge them. So there's several tasks that I work on, but outside of that, the program it's a lot of professional development and networking and certain other areas that allow you to um, exceed or succeed outside of just your current role.
That's interesting. Do you work with a lot of finance folks in this role?
Right now, I do.
Hmm,
Yeah,
cool.
in my treasury rotation, I do. It's in my
What
most
other
finance heavy.
Yeah, yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
What other roles have you had in this rotation?
So yeah, in the program, I first started off in an area called employee associate monitoring, and that was in commercial compliance. And the goal there of that team was to mitigate the risk of insider trading. So a certain population of the bank, we would identify who had certain information called material non-public information, and we would monitor their brokerage accounts. So that was a very niche area, but definitely transferable to any banks. And then my second rotation was in the special assets group, and that was a credit risk rotation. And the goal there was to help rehabilitate problem loans. So looking at like a lot of credit history and doing some underwriting, well, not initial underwriting, but doing underwriting throughout the life of the loan, which I was able to bring in some of my skills that I kind of learned in my classes at UC within the risk management program.
Oh, that's great to hear. So what is your educational background? It sounds like you're a University of Cincinnati Bearcat.
Yes, yes, a Bearcat. And then I studied insurance and risk management, and I minored in finance.
Oh, cool. Great. Do you have any recommended education or professional designations that students should get?
So there's so many within the insurance world, but now I'm kind of looking at different ones, and I don't have any right now, but I'm looking at the FRM, which is the Financial Risk Manager, and it's offered by the Global Association of Risk Professionals, and it contains a variety of area aspects of financial risk management, such as market risk, credit risk, and operational risk. And I've been looking into it, but I wanted to maybe finish this program first and then see where it takes me from there.
Now, is that something an undergraduate student can start working on before they graduate?
I feel like I should look into that. I think that you might have to have a bachelor's degree.
Okay, I can double check that.
Yeah.
So what does a good day look like for you?
I would say a good day is definitely filled with learning something new, but really just working with a great team, because a great team can make really any day that's challenging better. But I at fifth third, I'd say a good day is really where like I learn something new. I'm able to get out of my desk and eat lunch and maybe talk with people in my cohort. But that's probably a good day for me.
Okay, now what's a challenging day look like?
It's probably filled with a new tasks that you've never done before, and there might be gaps in procedures that are given to you, or someone from your team that usually owns that project is not there, so there's less less resources for you. But I definitely think that those challenging days can make you grow, because it kind of allows you to put your own thinking cap on one for once and make some decisions. So they can be challenging days are still good, but definitely a time where you may feel uncomfortable, but I do believe it's good to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I love your positivity and
Yeah,
optimism. That's awesome. So the good days outnumber the challenging days, it's fair to say?
I believe so. I mean, I've been able to have the right resources and people around me, and I think that makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's true. What's your favorite part of your role?
My favorite part is the ability to rotate in different areas. Because coming out of school, I knew I really liked the risk management industry, but I feel like you you'll have some of your internships, but I never had one in a banking area. So, like I mentioned earlier, there's a wide range of opportunities in here, and the program also gives you the ability to have time to for professional development and to network with other people. So I think the my favorite part would be able to be in this program and to learn all the different areas and to meet all the different people.
Great. Do you have a least favorite part of your role you'd like to share?
So yes, I would say this kind of contradicts my previous answer, but I feel like I'm always the new person when I rotate because I'll spend 6 months and really hone in on these skills and understand what I'm doing and be able to contribute to my team. And then I'll just pick up a new job, the following rotation. And it's kind of starting from square one in a way where you really feel like you need to know everything at once. Because, like I said, the risk types are very different. The skills are transferable to one another, but there's a lot to learn each time, and a lot of new people to meet. So I think that that's been a little bit difficult, but it definitely has been. I think it'll be really helpful for me when I place out of the program.
Okay, now what challenges did you face when getting into this career?
I feel like I was pretty fortunate in getting into my career only because I was very like intentional with what I was putting on my resume and doing in college. But I will say, I think that I was struggling on whether or not I wanted to go the insurance route or try something completely different because I didn't have any experience in banking before I accepted this role. So I definitely think being able to be open to new challenges. And really, wherever you land, I feel like they're going to teach you exactly what you need to do to be successful. But I mean, having some of those, at least professional experiences in the past, like internships, is so helpful, which was so helpful for me in any area where I would have landed. But it's a lot to think about when you graduate and kind of where you want to land. And I think picking something where you see a wide range of opportunities is the best way to go.
Great. We hear more and more students talking about mental health issues, and the importance of taking care of yourself. Do you have any habits, routines, or activities that help you prioritize your own mental health?
Yes, definitely. So I usually, I mean, every day I love working out and doing yoga and Pilates. That's probably my favorite thing to do, and I'll do that before or after work. And but also this is like the hardest thing for me is trying to take time throughout the day to kind of just stop and like kind of think what I'm doing and breathe. Especially being new and there's a lot of things like a lot of things kind of pressing on you like when you first start, but eventually things get a lot better and the working out, that can be kind of easier than just stopping throughout the day. But there is also like a wellness room at Fifth Third where it's really nice. I can go in there and like be by myself and kind of just breathe and all that stuff. But I definitely think without practicing the working out or, the um, mental breaks, I would not be able to perform as strong as I do.
That's great. Thanks so much for sharing that. I think that's going to help a lot of students. Do you have any advice you'd like to share with an undergraduate student?
Yes, don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. I definitely think that's really important because it can be scary, taking one step to another. But I've been put out of my comfort zone a lot at Fifth Third, and I'm very thankful for it.
Great. Now, before we close out our discussion, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would say be intentional about building your resume from the start. It makes it so much easier and allows you to gain experiences early. And I know companies, um, they really, really value the experiences that you've had. Other
Great,
than that,
Rachel.
that's it for me.
That's great. Thank you so much for your time and your help today.